Hi, I'm Zanny, and this is my shed. This is where I make all the shadow puppets for my shows. I'm going to show you how to make your own shadow puppet from all sorts of bits of materials you've probably got lying around the house. To start off with, you need a piece of thin card, any old cereal packet will do, a pencil and some scissors. If you're lucky, you might have some wiggly scissors. They're fun, but don't worry if you don't have any of those. And then you'll need some tape. You can either use the clear tape or the paper tape. And you might have one of these. It's a hole punch. But don't worry, I can show you how to make a hole without a hole punch. This is just a fancy hole punch. And later on, you'll need a stapler and a thin stick. But we'll talk about those later. Now, for decorating, we've got some materials here. Now, this is a clear plastic, cellophane we call it. You might find old sweetie wrappers are a bit like this, lovely and colourful and translucent. But again, don't worry if you haven't got those. A piece of bubble wrap is very exciting. It lets the light through and makes a lovely pattern. Other things that let the light through, we have here what is called sequin roll. You might have it at school. The light goes through the holes and makes a lovely pattern. But if you don't have that, if you like baking, you might have a doily. It's a piece of paper with holes cut in it. That can be quite fun. Again, if you don't have any of those, I'm sure you've bought some oranges recently and they came wrapped up in a net bag. So don't throw it away, keep it, and you can add it to your shadow puppet. I've got a feather. Now this is a fancy green feather, but you might be lucky and find one outside. They make great shadows and have a lovely movement. If you can't find a feather, you might find a piece of wool hanging around. That can be good. Or even just an ordinary piece of string here. And I've frayed it out to make it all feathery at the end. So, I think that's everything. When you've gathered together all these bits and pieces, come back and watch the next video and I'll show you how to get started.